Okay, since I wanted to go 3/4 like 32, a 2B thread would be 7/16. Minor diameter 7/16 to 7/24. So I will write that on my drawing here so that I know what I'm going to. So scribble that on here. So change that to a 7/16 to 7/24, and that's for a 3/4 32. And that's like only 6 thou smaller than what the drawing actually called out. So that should be fine. I mean, I could actually go way down smaller than that even, and it'd be just fine. It doesn't have to be that big. But that'll give me room when I'm single pointing in there. And plus, you know what? I'm entertaining the thought of going smaller to a 1/2 inch diameter. Reason is, then I don't have to worry about breaking through with the threads on these side screws that hold the brackets, or the bottom screws. I might not even have to single point. I might have a tap that size. Let me look. I have. I don't think so. Oh, I do too. I got a 1/2 28. Matter of fact, 1/2 28. I'm gonna go model that in on my model and see what that does. I mean, that'll change. I mean, I won't have to worry about these threads then, because the hole will be way in here, and the piece that turns in there, I'm gonna go and check that. That's a gland, like a gland nut that goes in there with packings to keep it from. It's a seal. I think I can go down that size though. I will find out. I'm going to go and do some snooping and modeling and figure it out. Just when I thought I was ready to go. Well, I got it dialed in anyway. So I'm ready to go when I decide. When I decide what I want to do. Although this first side will be for, this first side will be drilled and then counterbored for the glass tube on this side. Although it could be the other side also. It wouldn't matter. And plus, the threads could go all the way through. I mean, they don't have to go in and stop. I'll go check it out. I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to try a different camera angle here. I got the tripod extended way up, way above my head. And I'm going to try to look at it from up here. And we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I need to drill and bore 730 diameter hole through there, and I just want to make sure that it's not bigger than my glass tube, because we're going to counterbore it from the other side for the glass tube, which is 785. So I'm not sure I want to go all the way through with that 732. On my drawing I have Did I say 732? Actually 750, and then thread depth is about 32 thou for a 32 thread. So that would be 720. I'm going to go with 720 diameter through there. So I'm going to take my small camera off the tailstock here, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to, it's still dialed in from yesterday. This is the next day now. And we'll start out with a center drill. I'm going to move this over, and then I'm going to lock the carriage so it can't move. Right there. Ooh, that's shaking quite a bit. Let's kick her down a notch. We don't want so much shake, rattle, and roll. We're running 1,000. Let's drop it down to 800. Not as bad. Still a little bit though. So here we go. I'm going to just send the drill and drill. Here's my chuck key. For my drill chuck key. Here it is. I could have probably just went right straight through there with a drill, since we're going to bore it anyway. So I'm going to end up with a 1/2 inch hole, but I'm going to start with a 5/16. This is a 5/16 drill. That drill is dull. Need to put that in resharpen. Usually if I have all my drills are in my drill case like that, and if I run across a dull one and I want to remember to sharpen it, I flip it around like that so that the point is up. So that one will get flipped. Let's go one under. One size under. Well, I got my little squirt bottle here too, so. That's better. Okay. And I notice my 1/2 inch drill is tipped up so that it's dull. And then looking at it, yeah, it's dull. I'm just going to quick hand sharpen this, the 1/2 inch. looking for a scale. And see how close I got to being symmetrical. We've got about 250 on that side. Yeah, we're need a little more cut off of that, or round off that flute. That's fine. We're not too worried about the size of the hole. But I'm going to tip that back over so that I resharpen that correctly. And now I want to kick the RPM down some more. Let's drop it to 600. Ooh, 600 is a taker. I have pieces of stock stuck up on my light up here and they're falling down on me. Can't remember what the name of it is now. Alright, so now we want to bore. We want to switch over to a boring bar. So, need to pick out a boring bar here. This one that's set up here probably would work. Yep, that'll work just fine. And now we're going to kick down some more. I don't like that shaking. These will be all the way down to 360. That's better. That's better. In there, touch off. I want to check to see how much oversized that 1/2 inch drill cut with that flute being off center. About 5 thou over. So we want to go to 730, 720. So I'm going to go with a 100 thou cut. Let's see how that handles that. Not really well. Let's go back to a 50 thou cut. You know what? I think my boring bar is up high too. That's what we're down just a moment. That's 50 thou cut. Another 50. Should be 600. I'll take another 50 and then I'll check the hole size. And 50 more. My wrist is feeling a little bit better. Still hurts right about there. I think I just injured these tendons of this muscle on the back. Not as bad as it was the first day. Oh, I couldn't pick nothing up. Couldn't hold my coffee cup either. Yesterday was nice outside. It was about 42, 43 degrees. Today it's 27. It's supposed to get nice next week. So, supposed to be nice. I need, I have some work that I need to get done outside before the snow flies. Okay, I'm going to get a snap gauge. Need to get the snap gauge out here, and we want this one. Okay, I'll back that up, give myself plenty of room. Just put the snap gauge in at an angle, snug up and one time through, like that. Then we'll measure it. And this measures the press fit now. So it'll always measure about a thou, half thou to a thou bigger than what it really is. It's because it's measuring a press fit, basically. We are at 665. So, 50. Another 50 thou. This one I'm going to pull it out and then take a free pass, a spring pass through there and then measure it and see what I get. Now I'm just going to run it through there again as a spring pass. And then I'll measure the whole diameter. I think it's taking a couple thou anyway at least. Now, snap gauge. Where did I link my snap gauge? Here it is. Back up. And now, and open it up, put it in at an angle, snug this up. You don't have to tighten it, the thumb screw up tight, just snug. And then just bring it over top dead center. And see what we get. It is about 7/16. Another 50. You know what? I think I'm going to adjust this camera down a little bit. Maybe that'll give you down a little bit, and then up. Up. All right. How's that? All right. Did I move my 50 yet? Oh. All right. 20, 40, 50. The thing is, the camera where it's at, if the furnace kicks on, it's going to really make some wind noise. This should be 7, 6. Oh, I think I messed up. I think I done messed up. I think I messed up. There. I shouldn't have took 50. We're going to be way oversized now. Now I will have bastard threads in there. Yep. We are at 7/63. That's okay. I'll just take and put threads in there, and I'll just go my thread depth, and then when I make my mating part, I'll make it so that it matches. So I'll still make it work. And as long as the glass tube doesn't fit in, and it doesn't, we're still okay. So I'm going to set up now for some inside thread, oversized inside thread. Yeah, it'll still work. I'll still get it to work. I need an ID threading tool. I have one that's ground up from a square blank somewhere. Here. Now the only thing is I have to go in reverse then and feed out. Do I want to do that? I don't like doing that, really. I like feeding in, setting up and then a spot, and well, but we'll try it. It's not the way I normally do. I have done it that way, but if you got thread relief in there, it works out pretty good. But when you don't have thread relief in, well, I can still get in the same spot every time. Now I gotta set my tool so that it's straight. Well, I know that end is square. I'm pretty damn sure. So I'll just come up and square off the end of that tool. I'm pretty sure that it's that it's straight with the world. Come on. Right there. Right there, yep. Alright, tighten that up. Tighten this up. And now, height-wise, height looks good. Just gonna go in here. I'm gonna go in here and touch, but I want to do it in reverse, and plus, I want to go kick the RPM down to as low as I can go. Alright. Come in here and touch. There, zero my dial, and we want to go 32 thou thread depth. The threads to go about. See, I have to come back to the same spot every time. Right there. Zero my thread dial. So that I come back to the same spot every time. Set my transmission to a gear setting to 32, so that's D1. D1. And that. Okay, so here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right. I'm going to take a 10 thou cut, and I'm going to go on number 1 on the thread dial. I go on the same number every time. Alright. Back out. That was a 10 thou. Go back to 0. There's a 20. Waiting for the 1 to come around on the thread dial now. It's getting close. Back out. Come back in there. Get to the right spot. Crank it into 20 again. I'm going to take two passes at this setting. Waiting for the 1 to come around again. This is what they classify as bastard threads. They're not for book, they're not for anything. They're just threads that work. Okay, back up. back into my number. Okay, that was at 20. I'm going to go 24. Wait for the 1. I don't have the mating part. I'll make the mating part match it. Back it out. Get to my number. Break it back in. That was at 34 or 24. Over 28. Waiting for 1.